You are holy and whole. You are innocent and innately good. You're wholly welcome here. You never got kicked out of the garden. None of us did. And this card is a message of welcomeness, of returning to our innocence. If you feel as if you've done something wrong without knowing what you've done, if you feel ashamed about hurting someone, if you're finding it hard to forgive yourself, this card is gently calling you to release any shame, judgment, or bad feelings. To do what you need to do to let go and make amends. To remember that you're human. And as a human, you're here to learn and grow. And so is everyone else. You're not broken. You never were. You're a work in progress. We all are. You're learning and unlearning. We all are. Be gentle with yourself, and in turn be gentle with others. Return to your humanity, your humanness. Remember that you were never perfect, and being human isn't about perfection. Grow and learn, but do it softly. You have goodness in you. Remember that. Cherish that, and cherish that in others too. We're all doing the best we can. When we learn, we can choose to do something new. Commit to learning and doing better each and every day. This is what it means to be human, to embrace our humanness. Without it, we deny the shadow, and it's through facing the shadow without defense that we can learn and grow. Embrace your humanity, and you'll find it easier to embrace others and the whole world. And the inquiry with this card is, how can you be more gentle with yourself? Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, grand rest wherever you are, whenever you tune in. Thank you so very much, beloved multiversal soul familia, for tuning in. And just know, we are surrounded in the light of protection throughout our day. It is at our side and guiding our words and actions to come from a place of love, clearing our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, helping us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment, and guiding our path for our highest and greatest good. So it is, so it is, so it is. So, today's assignment upon our own free will is to be gentle with ourselves. So now let's go a little bit further with the Rose Oracle. Over here, tending to our own garden. Yes, here we go. I'm feeling guided to do a split. One card. We have release the petals. Transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, and all forms of change. Going through transformation. Release the petals. That card came up yesterday without being pulled, as it was mentioned by way of another card and its likeness to that other card. There comes a point where we can't go back. In a seemingly fleeting moment, the road that led us here is suddenly impossible to access. There's a sinking knowing that things will never be the same. No matter how hard you try, things are different now. You are different now. The world is different now. What's been seen can't be unseen. There's no going back. Something new beckons you forth. This is a card of change and transformation. Courage is required for the rebirth to happen. Abscission is the shedding of various parts of an organism, such as a plant dropping a leaf, flower, fruit, or seed. The rose hip knows, the phoenix does too, that we need to surrender what was to the earth to one day be transformed anew. We can grasp the petals of the past as the changing winds blow, but eventually we'll discover that change is coming, change is near, change is already here. And while what once was is no longer, and what soon will be is not yet, it's time to release your petals to the wind with wild abandon for the chance to begin again. To offer what once was to the wind and let it nourish the seeds within. It's time to surrender so the transformation can happen. Had the rose hip not released its petals, the rose hip would not have come to be. When we gather the courage to release what was, we're greeted by the fruits of the future. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Yet another card mentioning innocence. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself, transformation. So I can actually see a process here. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. The child within. How can you tenderly tend the child within? This card is gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It reminds you to treat yourself like the innocent child that you are, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart. We all have a child within us whom at some point went into exile because they were hurt or because the world didn't feel safe. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. We can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule and beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves, to find a way to soften, to remember that no matter what has happened, is happening or will happen. We're all innocent children of the stars and the earth. The flowers are here for us. They are safe, soft place to remember. And they want you to nurture the child within. One more. Upon this transformation and reclaiming the inner child, we have the bloom. Full circle. From the rose hip back to the bloom. Creations realized right time, harvest, and celebrate. I let the blooming happen. I resist the urge to hold back. I celebrate all that I've created and enjoy my moment of blooming completely and fully. This card is all about reaping the reward for what we've created, beloveds. Dreams manifested into matter. It's a confirmation that we are currently in the bloom phase of our cycle of growth, or that we are about to be. The bloom is when we're at our fullest. The sun is shining, things are bountiful, and we're at our most expansive. The deep roots of our dreams have been realized. We're blooming. We've made it to where we long to be. We're likely visible and out in the world. Life is often adventurous, energetic, positive, and good. This card comes with a message to embrace and enjoy this moment. Celebrate what we've created, beloveds. Enjoy what has come to us. Revel in it. Bask in the beauty. Drink in the nectar. Be nourished by the sweet scent of what's now in the physical. Enjoy the harvest. Stop and smell the roses of your life. Life is a cyclical, and the bloom won't be at its fullest forever. Your work through the seasons of your life has brought you to this point. Don't take the bloom for granted. Enjoy it while it's here, but don't hold on to it for too long either. Let it be what it is in its fullest. And when the time comes to return the petals to the earth, and you'll know when that is, do that too. Well, it seems as though we have. We went through the cycles, and we made it through. Surrendered our petals, returning to the child, and then returning in full bloom. I'm feeling guided to leave it alone from there. This was not intended and is not intended to be an intuitive message, just a little bit of storytelling from the Rose Oracle. Thank you so very much for tuning in, beloved Cosmic Familia, with much gratitude and appreciation. Brightest of blessings to you. And so it is.